Hello, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Sorry, I was making a little French press, but you know it has to sit for a few minutes, so I have not yet pressed the French press. If I sound a little hoarse, it's because I did a singing stream yesterday. We did a Twitch sing stream, and I gotta tell you. Also, if it looks like I didn't sleep much, but I swear I did. Yeah. We did a Twitch Sing stream last night for my birthday, and also as fulfillment for the Twitch Sing stream that I've been promising for a while after our Dr. Coffee stream. And it was super, super fun. I somehow really hurt my tongue. My whole throat and the back of my mouth still hurts. But I had a blast. So so if you guys missed out on that, if you didn't know what was happening, whatever, our VODs are open to everybody. So feel free to go watch it if that sounds like something you'd enjoy. I will warn you that the audio calibration was never quite right. So I was always a little behind constantly. So people kept coming in and being like, does it sound off to anybody else? Which, yeah, it did. So I hope you're willing to do it again sometime. I would love to. I would love to just get the calibration right. I don't think I fully understand how to use that thing, so. Yeah, I feel okay. I feel fine. I just need some water and some coffee, and my child is being very she was great until about 15 minutes ago. Until I was like, I'm gonna go set up my stream. I got a video of it. She is practicing fake crying. It's hilarious. It's so fun. I literally have a video of her sitting in my lap looking totally normal and then going, I was like, what the fuck? It's so funny. Arnar, thank you so much for gifting subs. Anybody who's gifted a sub by Arnar, be sure to say thank you. Welcome, everybody. Thank you very much, Arnar. It's really funny. I will say, though, in terms of kids actually being upset, for reals upset, I was not prepared for how. So once kids start to learn a couple of words, I think it's really exciting for them because they're able to communicate better, right? But that means that when they either it feels like sometimes they forget a word or they still don't really know what the word is. When they hit a wall and don't know how to say what they want to say, it's instant tantrum frustration, right? And a lot of tantrums are rooted in just frustration about something, like legitimate tantrums, right? So it's really interesting to be with her. She's eating, right? This was the situation this morning. She's eating her food, doing fine. We're having a blast. And then she looks at me, she goes, more. And I said, more what? And I started going through things. I said, more puffs, more packet, more banana. And she looked so conflicted, she wasn't sure which one was which, or she couldn't remember what the words were, or and it went from just asking for more to a full meltdown, a meltdown in her little chair. And I was like, oh no. So it turned into me being like, it's okay. It's fine. It's okay. I can just give you a little bit of everything. But, trying to encourage her to ask for specific things instead of just saying more. But she looked so upset. Just I don't know. I don't know what I want more of. Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you think of like even us as adults, right? The idea of not being able to communicate with somebody is extremely terrifying. That's why so many people will say, I would rather go to a country where they speak my language, right? Or, whatever. The idea of being in a situation where you can't communicate fills most people with a lot of dread. And it isn't until you put yourself in the situation as an adult where you can't communicate perfectly like multiple times is when you realize like it's not that, but you figure out how to do it, right? Like you figure out workarounds. It's fine. But yeah. Language barrier in a hospital must be so frustrating. Oh my gosh. My friend had I'm not going to out her. My friend had a horrific allergic reaction to something like really scary. They rushed her into the hospital, but she was in Spain, I think, for a wedding, and did not know how to communicate with anybody in the hospital. And fortunately, her mother was fluent in Spanish, and so they were able to get a hold of her and be like, hey, I know that you're doing wedding stuff, but you need to come to the hospital and like help translate because nobody can translate for me. Like I can't communicate anything. And that sounds so, yeah, being in a like hospital situation where you're really scared and you can't explain anything, I'm sure that that's like terrifying. The hospital I go to has a computer that translates for that exact reason. That's very cool. Oh my God. What are the stickers on your water bottle? There's a so there's this one, a Winkle BB one, super cute. I think that Danny and Mel gave me that one. I can't remember. And then I have this one from Mel. It has not held up against the condensation as well. Unfortunately, I was like, "Oh, Mel, I gotta grab one of them Bulmas," but yeah, this sticker has done really well against the condensation. This one has not. Poor baby. I broke my left arm in a game of Ultimate Frisbee. Amazing. We had like the little like chain things for Ultimate Frisbee. We had them all over my university, and I to this day don't understand how Ultimate Frisbee works. Clarky, do you want to come say hi? Hold on. Let's see if she wants to come say hi. Clarky, you want to come say hi? Okay, she insisted on bringing a Duplo. Understandable. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Here, come on, this way. Good girl. Hi. Ugh. Who's that? Oh my gosh. Is that Clark? Is that Clark? She just wants my mouse every time she's here now. What are you doing? You doing that good baby ASMR? I want your mouse. Okay, what are you gonna do with it? scooch it around. Oh, we are clicking though. What are we gonna click on? Okay. Your Duplo dropped. Oh no! The Duplo! Okay. Let's let go of that. Where's your Duplo? Here it is. You want that? Yeah! That's pretty good. Okay. Mwah. Can you be nice to Daddy? Huh? Can you get to Daddy? Okay. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye. Good job. Bye-bye. Okay. Let's go back. Restart. Restart. All she wants to do is close my mouse now. I feel like you. I'm gonna pour a coffee real fast, chat. Oh no. It took no effort at all to press it. You'll probably put her down soon. She's gonna be yawning, so. Okay, love you both. Okay, we've got our coffee, thank God. I've got a message from a family member. From my mom saying she's so stinking funny. Because I sent her the video of Clark like practicing crying. Chat, it's just us now. Riot. Boone, what the fuck? I'm gonna take away your VIP. I'm gonna take it away so fast. Boone incited a riot. I know. I see the evidence. I don't think that this coffee is gonna be very good. So, I like ground up the normal amount of coffee, but I didn't have as much water as I normally would put in there. And when I went to press it, I thought to myself, oh, it's going to be hard to press because there's way, like, the coffee to water ratio is off in coffee's favor, right? But when I went to press it, it, like, there was literally no resistance. Dude, no, it's all I have. Boone, you should have thought of that before the mutiny. Coarse, yeah. Coarse ground coffee is what they recommend for French press. So. A VUP, a very unimportant person. Yikes. But by merely even giving them VUP status, it creates importance. So there's that. I'll bet it's fine. It probably is. I can't drink. Uh-oh. Oh no, our boy has a crack. Uh-oh. Oh, it does go to the outside too. There's a bunch of cracks. What happened to you? They're like little surface cracks, but you can see, do you see in there? So that goes all the way up and then all the way to the other side. But it's not leaking. It's not leaking. It's just like a surface crack that kind of continued all the way on the outside. And then there's a bunch of surface cracks. There have been surface cracks like here-ish, but now there's a bunch that are like going... I wonder what happened. Maybe like it was really cold one day and I put something hot in it or vice versa. I don't know. Too much microwaving. Yeah, that's fine. Is he not dishwasher safe and was put in the dishwasher? I put literally everything in the dishwasher, so maybe that's it. It says dishwasher safe. And it says make it hot and microwave, which doesn't mean don't put it in the microwave. It just means, hey, bitch, don't put this in the microwave for 3 fucking minutes and then try to touch it with your bare ass hands, which I have done before. You microwave coffee? I don't like to waste coffee, and I don't mind the taste of microwaved coffee. So I will make a cup of coffee, and if I've been taking my sweet ass time drinking it, I'll put the cold coffee into the microwave. Because for me, I don't know why. For me, I would rather either drink a coffee drink that has been intended and prepared to be cold than a drink that started off hot and became cold. I think that those are different flavor profiles, and one is not good. Hi, Maureen. How are you? Yeah, she's not doing great. I think she'll probably go down for a nap soon. How about microwave nothing? That's the best. Okay. I'm a slow drinker most days. Me too. I don't drink things very fast, typically. So Twitter is erasing people's following list. Take pictures of it, copy important ones. What? Really? That's very weird. I drink so fast that it makes me sad when my drink is gone. Yeah, my friend Kayla and we used to go get coffee together. And it was literally, I would nurse my coffee for like 2 hours, and she would be done with her coffee by the time we got to the car. Like, we were two extremes. And she'd always just be like, I wish I had my coffee. Isn't it funny? Room temperature coffee is considered cold, and room temperature lemonade is considered warm. True. That's a good excuse to do some following cleaning without feeling bad. That's also true. Be like, I don't know, man. Twitter was doing a weird thing. Sometimes I forget about my tea and then microwave it. And then I forget about it in the microwave. I don't want to say how often I open up the microwave and there's either a washcloth in it. I'll explain. There's either a washcloth in it or there's a cup from like microwaved coffee. The microwaved coffee makes sense, right? You put it in there, you start to microwave it, you go do other shit, and then later you're like, what happened to my coffee? Or you open up the microwave and go, oh, right, I microwaved coffee earlier. The washcloth thing is because our water takes, that's the fake cry. That one right there. That one. That's the like I'm desperately trying to push out a tear. That cry is that's her fake cry. And it's so weird. Um, so for washcloths, it takes about a year for our water to heat up in the kitchen, which is really stupid because it just, we waste a lot of water waiting for the water to heat up, right? So instead, for when I need to wipe like Clark's little hands and face and stuff after she's eaten, I'll just really quickly like wet down the washcloth and then I'll pop it in the microwave for like 5 seconds and it just makes it just ever so slightly warm. And there have definitely been times where I've been like, okay, she's eating, she's about halfway done. I'm going to just pop the washcloth in the microwave really fast and get a couple other things done. And then I'll like wipe her hands later. And then she'll get done eating and I'll be like, fuck, where did I put that washcloth? Right? Totally forgetting it's in the microwave. I'll like dash around finding another washcloth and then wet it down, go to put it in the microwave. And the other one was already in the microwave. Why fake cry? All kids fake cry. All kids fake cry. They have their real cries, and then they have the cry that's like, I'm trying to simulate crying to get something done, right? It's because this is how I've managed to get XYZ accomplished in the past, so I'm going to fake cry to try and get XYZ done again, right? The kids are learning like, not purposeful manipulation, but they're learning like cause and effect stuff. So yeah, that's why they tell you when your kids have like big tantrums to ignore them until they've calmed down. Because you don't want the tantrum that you don't want them to associate the tantrum with like achieving something. But yeah, so she like has developed a fake cry that she does when she's not sure how to communicate like what she wants with some things. So yeah. What is true, Maureen? What is that? Oh, Toys R Us. Oh, gotcha. They're usually really easy to distract out of the fake cry. That is very true. If they're like, and you're like, okay, well, while you're doing that, I'm going to be over here playing with cups. They're like, but I want to play with cups. Right? We do that a lot. The like, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to read a book by myself. If you want to read it with me, let me know. Corduroy was a bear who once lived in a big department store. And she's like, what the fuck? I love Corduroy. That's a good story. I don't think I had ever read Corduroy until I had Clark. I don't think that was a book that I had growing up. It's weird. I don't remember my like baby books, but I remember loving like Amelia Bedelia and when I got a little bit older, the Boxcar Children, I loved those. But I like can't remember like my early books that I liked. I don't know who Corduroy is, but I'm sure that Clark has discerning tastes. Look, one day when we do the Auntie Duger reading books streams, we'll read Corduroy, guys. I wish I knew what I liked as a kid. My parents are foreign. I just learned language off of TV. Gotcha. Boxcar Children was my shit. I actually like did not know what Boxcar Children was. We were a little bit isolated from like normal stuff. Just a little bit. Only a little bit. This isn't like what's TV sort of stuff, but I pretty much anything that was like current, I learned from Tiri. And I didn't see her super often, but like when I went to visit, that's when I found out about EverQuest. That's when I first played Chrono Trigger. She was the one who had the Boxcar Children books and like let me borrow a couple. Because like number one, her dad, my uncle, he has worked in tech his whole life. So he was always like super current on that shit. But then like she also had siblings who were much closer in age to her and like lived in kind of like a suburban city area. So she was just like more in tune with like what was going on, right? And my other cousins were as well. So for me, I'm like in the middle of the woods going to like a tiny 100-person school, K through 12, 100 people. And I just like I didn't know what the hot shit was. First time that I ever used the internet was at her house, and I was like, oh my God. And when my mom was like, yeah, apparently like, you know, in Malala we're gonna get internet, that'll be exciting, I was like, oh oh my God, internet. There's a bit of a delay between the video and the sound. I've refreshed a few times and it hasn't fixed it. Are other people feeling like there's a delay? Yes. Interesting. Okay. Hold on. I'm going to take the stream down and then put it back up. Or actually, let's try this first. Deactivate. And activate. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. There's still a delay. How weird. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna stop the stream and then bring it back up. Give me just a sec.